Okay, cool.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. So I see that we are on live mode right now. Let's wait a couple minutes while people join us. We can start. I believe we can start. It's already 2 minutes. So, hi everyone, welcome to our today's stream or AMA. I'm Daniel from EasyMM, and we are about to dive into the hottest topic in crypto right now: AI agents, marketing, and how to build community. Before we start, make sure to follow EasyMM official, my Twitter, Rainy Twitter, and Perry Twitter, and don't forget about our contest. We will pick up 3 best questions today and reward them. So let's start. Today we have 2 amazing guests. Rainy from Social Laboratory, he is a community builder mastermind, and Dmitry, creator of Perry the Peer, an AI agent that create an interesting, as for me, engaging system to interact with users. Dmitry, by the way, can you give us a quick intro to Perry?
Yeah, sure. Hey guys, so really appreciate you for my invitation. So it's really cool to talk to you. So basically, we are building some kind of AI agent, as Daniel said. So it's kind of unique character, one of 4 characters with different, maybe different functions, different ideas behind each. So Perry is one of our first projects, which is like a peer, a fruit, a virtual fruit, which will have some kind of story and quest behind it. So what the users basically do is interact with this AI agent and can talk to him, can play with him, and finally can help him or it to leave the mysterious forest and to get rewards for it. So it's quite a large story. And it's quite interesting to participate in this quest as well for you, for sure. So yeah, it's under development. So we have alpha version for now, and it will grow as fast as possible with our professional team, and hopefully we will get a really world famous product and world famous AI agent. So let's see.
That's amazing. I had a chance to try already your quest system, so it's pretty nice, interesting, and I hope like I will be one of the first users who will be rewarded and try to like solve this quest. Okay, Reni, like tell us about Social Laboratory. What do you do, guys, and how do you help a project to thrive?
Yeah, hey guys, I'm Rennie. We've been around for the last 5 years. Initially started as a small agency in London. We have since scaled. Now based in Dubai, We've worked with different projects ranging from early stage startups all the way through to tier one projects that have already launched and helping them basically with growth strategies, focusing on growth hacking, community building. We initially started as an agency that focused solely on organic growth, built up some good case studies there, and now we kind of offer full stack marketing, ranging from partnerships, KOLs, PR. I think some of the most popular stuff and like biggest requests we're getting this year is from the personal branding side, as well as use cases for AI agents. So really keen to hear more from what Dimitri is doing on the AI side, and tell you more about what we've been using as well. So yeah.
That's interesting. So you mentioned KOL service, and I would like to discuss it right now. But you also mentioned personal branding, and that's the thing that I don't like believe in crypto. And yeah, let's talk about it a bit later. So as for KOL stuff, I would be pretty honest with you. So at EasyMM, as a market maker, we work with dozens of projects, and we see the numbers. We see how they try to interact with QL, and unfortunately, they are really underperformed on this market like last year. And statistics like is also supports this assumption because 78% of tokens that were actively promoted by QLs underperformed the overall market last year. So it's like a black hole where a project put a lot of money and get like almost zero results. So, from your experience, what's actually driving sustainable growth right now in the project? What do you think KOL roles in a crypto? And we see a lot of news about fake KOLs and so on. So I believe that most of them are just like full of bots and so on. What do you think really works in crypto? What do you think about KOLs and what projects can do today to gain real organic traders, organic community, and so on?
Yeah, I guess KOLs, man. Yeah, it's a very tough topic. I'm not a believer at all. I actually, to be very frank, I don't really enjoy working with KOLs. We never advise working with KOLs from the get go. Reason for it, as you said, like it's a tough market. There's a whole influx of new retail users. Trust for KOLs right now is not, it's not exactly the highest. Um, Organic is really where it is in terms of sustainability. I think one issue of this industry is that everybody wants to see results instantly, um, and that's normal, I suppose. But KOLs no longer offer that buy pressure that they used to offer, and then there's so many different projects being launched on a daily basis, regardless of market conditions, that KOLs are taking on one too many projects. People are deploying capital. I mean, you saw yesterday, I think it was, I can't actually remember the exact number, but there was a huge number of liquidations yesterday. So that's a whole segment of the retail market just gone like that. And KOLs, yeah, like I said, they no longer bring buy pressure. I think best way to approach it is having a strong initial user base, something called the rule of 12. You bring on your 12 initial genuine super users who are actually passionate about your project, about the team, about what you're building, and then build from there. That 12, they bring on one each. Those one each bring on one each. So you're just basically increasing and doubling numbers through word of mouth. Um, And for example, Daniel, you're not a KOL, but I trust your word. If you were to tell me, "Oh, join this project or buy this token," I would probably buy it. But if I see a KOL saying that these days, I'm most likely thinking, "Oh, it's going to be either a rug pull or I'm too late." Whereas if friends and family tell me, it's a lot more likely that I'm going to join and so on. So if you're able to build out that funnel, then you can look at paid marketing. I think the biggest mistake projects make right now is they put together a big budget and they just throw it all on KOLs, PR, paid ads, but they don't have anything backing that up from a more sustainable marketing approach, which is the organic side. So unfortunately, it inevitably will come crashing down, and it's a not non-sustainable approach to marketing.
Yeah, that's fascinating. By the way, I heard about you tell us about long-term perspective and short-term results, and many projects focus on short-term results. Like it's a problem of crypto because people no more believe in something long-term. So Dmitry, I'm curious, how can AI agents like Perry cut through this problem? So can they actually help projects break this short mind gap and focus on something long term? What do you think?
Well, it's vice versa, to be honest. So, as Rennie said as well, so it's quite maybe interesting to have it on board. For example, like our AI agent like works like maybe standalone character, standalone person, AI person, whatever. But in my opinion, for now, like several people trust like other people, like they're, as Rennie said as well. I mean that it's quite hard to be sure that AI will solve all your problems. Maybe it could entertain you. It could like help you to spend some time when you have free time. It's a lot of fun to like talk to AI or whatever. But you know that AI is growing rapidly. So maybe in like couple years, it will get like the same level as like majority of current influencers, and it will be a really valuable opinion in several spheres. So that's what I can like see now. So it's not a momentum stuff, so it's not like really big now, but we will see something in a couple years for sure.
It's an interesting topic because I believe AI influencers, like AI agents, for example, AI 16 Z, which everyone knows, and some other AI bots that we have on Twitter right now, they have a huge impact, especially like a couple months ago when some of top AI agents post any token, it had growth. Like it was a strategy, by the way, when you can copy trade what they post and you have positive return around like 70%. That's crazy. So I believe it doesn't work right now because narrative is so fast, and crypto, like AI agents capitalization was around 15 or 20 billion. Right now it's only 6, but I still believe in it. And also, like from my perspective, what I can see, maybe in your case, so you have, let's say, a Quest platform where users can interact. So maybe projects can interact with your AI agents and partnership with them. So your AI agent will somehow promote them, and it would be a new, let's say, influencer or like marketing channel for projects. So what do you think
Yeah,
about it?
exactly. So one of their growth vectors or one of the growth plans for this is to partner with other projects, maybe like similar sphere projects, for example, like personalized AI agents. For example, we will have AI community of such agents inside our agent and inside their projects as well. So they will communicate with each other, they will play with each other, and they will compete with each other. So we will see some interesting maybe competitions, some interesting interactions. So it will be beneficial for both for us and for other projects as well. So that's really great idea. You're like it's interesting. So let's see. But yeah, we will need to form this kind of community because there are very few valuable projects on market now.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And here I think very important what Rennie said. So first of all, I really don't know like how to attract users right now because there are a lot of projects, there are a lot of influencers. Based on statistics, every like just common user in crypto subscribe and follow for around 9 influencers. So can you imagine 9 influencers? They post every day something like it's just you like have no attention to all the things that they post. So they can post like say 15 tokens in a day, and you don't know like you cannot buy everything. So and like one interesting idea is that AI agent will communicate to each other. So maybe we will have our digital clones that will like screen all this information for something that's related for us. But like I believe that also one important thing that Rainy mentioned is personal branding, and I see that projects who has founders that have like, followers have some impact on crypto. They much easier create any projects even like without any good idea, but they have traction, and we see it in the scam tokens as well, like Libra token or some other like government tokens, which was scammed just because of some presidents promote them because they have really huge impact in the world. So, Renny, tell us a bit more about personal branding. What do you think? Like, is it a new, like, brilliant idea in crypto which can help you? Because it definitely works now. But what do you think? Like, within this year, next 2 years, how will it change?
Yeah, I mean, creator-led growth is one of the best things any business can do. It's a strategy that takes time to work and implement, but it's a strategy that has been tested and proven to work across any business, whether it's Web2, Web3, whether it's B2B, B2C. I mean, you take Binance and CZ as an example, take Vitalik and Ethereum as an example, and there's many more you can give across startup, scale up, top tier project level. So it's it's essentially building trust through your personal brand. I mean, people trust people. People do trust businesses, but it takes a lot longer. And if there is a character, a human behind it, they tend to trust the business a lot more, and the business does have more of a character as well. So it's not just an exchange. It's with how CZ branded Binance was very strong, and same with Ethereum. The reason not many people do personal branding is they don't have the resources, and I mean time resources. It's not easy. It takes time. For us, for example, as an agency, we don't really do much marketing ourselves. Most of our deals and sort of scaling comes from my personal brand on LinkedIn, as well as the partnerships and relationships I've built across the last 5 years in this industry. So yeah, personal branding is on paper, it's simple. You post, you add value, you share alpha, you share insights, you collaborate, you do webinars, you take short form videos. I mean, there's so many things you can and should be doing, but people just simply, don't have time or the strategy. So that's why it's been one of our most in demand services this year. And yeah, we're going to keep going there.
Yeah, so we are moving to a world where founders face matters more than white paper, definitely, because people more trust people than like everything else. And Dmitry, what is your point of view on this question? So, do you create Perry based on your character, or like you creating some different tone of voice, and can AI agents actually help build trust as humans can't? And also, like, I know that you're not like have any impact in crypto. You don't really like influencer in crypto. So how does it to build a project without like having personal brand right now?
Well, it's interesting actually. Thank you. So basically, Perry is not like a personal AI agent, so it's not like me or uh, other guys in our team. So it's like AI building AI basically. So it has some default settings, for example, uh, like special phrases it should avoid, or it should like use like less or more a bit, but it's building itself real time, you know? So how it will work like in maybe 10 minutes, user will understand only when they will communicate in this chat. So it's completely unique project. So it's not like some kind of scheme behind. So it's really building itself in real time. So it's more likely an experiment how AI will communicate in a dialogue with a real user on different situation, maybe playing. As we know, AI is a bit difficult in gaming and playing, because if you played like different shooters and NPCs based on AI are quite stupid. So let's see how it will work in different kind of gaming experience in our quest. So yeah, but summing up this, I think that even without personal social base, social influence, it's possible to promote this because uh, users are really tired of completely same influencers in the web, which are like speaking about the same things and like daily same stuff. So maybe our product and other products in this sphere will help users to engage more and will like get a unique experience with AI. So that's what I think basically.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So it's a new way to interact with users, definitely, and let's see how like will evolve. So AI agents in crypto now around $6.5 billion market cap sector. So that's bigger than some countries' GDP. But are we early or late to this party? Like, what do you think, guys? By the way, we can see the chart of Perry right now. Dmitry, like your capitalization, I believe around 150 or maybe 200,000.
Yeah.
So it's really a low cap in terms of AI sector. Like, what your thoughts on this sector right now?
Yeah, well, basically, you know, that it's also about trends. So different blockchains like work on different kind of market capitalizations gaps. So we are working on a like medium gap for now, because we are based on Polygon for now. So when we will decide to migrate to something like more um, trending like Solana, it could be even more capitalization, more like interesting candles, graphics. So, but now we trust in Polygon because it's also quite stable blockchain. So let's see how it will go. We like really appreciate the Polygon community support as well. So yeah, it's really interesting to test this. If we succeed on like Polygon blockchain and other blockchains like this, we will for sure succeed on trending blockchains like Solana. So yeah, it's
Okay,
it's interesting to see.
like I see the chart is growing while you're speaking.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
our community, yeah, is pretty active now. So yeah,
Yeah,
guys, thank you for us support. By the way, what's the idea of peer token? Like, I know there are a lot of AI agents, but I really don't understand many of them. So why should I buy that token? So why should I buy peer token, for example?
Well, as I said before, for sure, maybe the first value for our community, we're providing a gamification experience, so everyone loves like to play and to engage in different like quest experience. It's really popular now. So for really small peer token fee, we allow users to play with our virtual character. So the first thing, but basically it's just a first step of our big development plan. So we are going to make it not only a entertainment tool, but a really high level crypto market analyst. So peer will help you in the future to uh, maybe even invest in something and analyze the market trends. So let's see how it will go. And for sure, it's a very huge and very strong social experience tool. So we will allow multiplayer in this, we will allow social engagement, we will allow like social communication inside the peer. So it's like a strength of community, and it's really interesting for our subscribers and for our fans to follow this and to buy the token and participate in this huge and long way. So yeah,
Okay, that's interesting. So it will be some kind of analyst, and for now, it's like you need some tokens to have this gaming experience,
yeah,
right?
for sure. Just for me and for our team, as for now, it's more like a research experiment. So we are trying different mechanics to allow users engage more efficiently and to provide a better user experience in the future. So we are trying a lot of stuff to give our users, give you the best experience you ever had in AI.
Okay, and yeah, like your words works pretty well. So we see that price is almost
Yeah,
reaching
it's
new high.
amazing.
So, yeah, you mentioned Polygon, and like you also told that if it will be on Solana, the dynamics can be much better. So that's interesting point. I also see that like if for AI agents we have only two chains, let's say, so Solana and Base, but overall for market it's pretty the same. So projects who are on other chains like Polygon, Avalanche, some other EVM, even Ethereum, they do not have the same capitalization and the same performance as tokens based on Solana or Base. And Rennie, I'm curious about your take in this topic. So, what do you think about other chains? Like, is it more difficult to promote projects on other chains? What are results of like similar campaigns for projects that based on Solana, for example, and based on Polygon?
Yeah, I mean, Solana has opened up a lot of new retail users just through like even platforms like Pump Fund. Um, I think there's too many chains at this point in time. If I'm honest, there's too many chains, not enough users, and too much conflict of interest. I think there should be one chain. Well, there should be more than one chain, but there should be one chain that kind of solves all the different issues each one of those chains has, and like as a collective, I don't know, work towards focusing on making this industry as a whole just more accessible. Um, I think marketing different chains. That's actually a very good question. I think each one has its unique aspect. Obviously there's certain chains that are easier to market, and there is also one good thing is certain chains provide their own marketing and their own sort of, if you build on, for example, say Sol, there's times when, depending on the project and how legit it is, and if it's actually a good project, they might get some extra support from Solana itself. I know bigger chains such as Ethereum, it's pretty hard to get any extra support. But to answer your question, I think in overall the marketing is kind of the same for each one. It's just where are those users living digitally? Is it Twitter? Is it Reddit? Is it Discord? And I think the factor there isn't so much change, but the nature of the project. Is it DeepIn? Is it AI? Is it RWA? So yeah, that's I think that's my take.
I see. I see. By the way, I can bet that will reach new all-time high here. So I definitely know what works in crypto right now. Our podcast works. Okay. And yeah, that's really interesting thing. Let's get practical. Every project asks us. So if KOLs don't work, what does? From our perspective, there is insight from market maker. What really works now is trending on CMC platform, on CoinGecko platform. So when people open page and see that projects in the first places, that really works well. But I really don't know any other instrument except of our stream, of course, which helps project to gain visibility and gain good performance. They spending project spending 90% of their budget on KOLs, on share campaigns, on promoting of projects. It doesn't work. So they just losing money. So Reni, what's the most underrated marketing strategy that actually drives result? Maybe some AI-driven marketing, or I don't know, what platform do you use to track the results? So let's get practical. Tell us what really works.
Yeah, that's a good question. What really works? I mean, analytics is important. We use cookie free as our analytics partner. I think analytics, if you take them both on chain and off chain and actually listen to what they have to say, you can make a lot more educated decisions. But when it comes to actual strategy, I think building genuine and personal relationships with your community goes a long way. Don't just go for volume in terms of community. Don't just go for numbers. Go for quality. If it's a good quality of users, you can then launch an ambassador program, which is free to do, and then use those ambassadors to do. You can do raids. You can basically do growth hacking on socials, and then you can also launch ambassador programs for them to basically bring on new members, and you reward them. So you're basically taking everything into your own hands. You're doing your own quests, you're doing your own ambassador programs, you're scaling your socials without having to put much budget forward. I think budget goes a long way when the market is right. When it's just a sort of a stale market like we're seeing right now, not much movement happening. Retail is kind of there, but at the same time not. Volumes are down. Best thing you can do is build genuine relationships. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay, and what do you think? So platforms like cookie free, they're pretty interesting. As from what I know, you can analyze your token holder and wallets that connect to your app basically, and you can check, for example, with what other projects they interact. So do you think is it smart to going to collaborate with that projects and make some, I don't know, cross marketing strategy posting, AMA streams, whatever? So
Yeah, definitely collaborating. Partnerships, collaborations work well as long as it's more than just hey, we're partners, and you push out a tweet and then you kind of forget about the Telegram group chat. We have, for example, we have a partnership deck. We also have a partnership calendar. Once we say we sign an agreement, something happens in 24 hours, we launch a tweet. We also have a big newsletter, so we tweet it. We write about that. We have a Spaces program. We have a podcast, and obviously we have deal flow. Deal flow is important for a B2B business. But yeah, just to answer your question, as long as you're getting value, but also more importantly, you're adding value, then yes, partnerships make sense. If you're going again for numbers and you just want to have as many partners as you possibly can, just to put on your website, then it's pointless. Like I wouldn't even bother then.
I see. So, like, what's the ideal partnership do you see? So it's not only like just tweet you mentioned. So how often projects need to tell about each other? What other kind of things they can use?
Yeah, I mean, talking about each other is one thing, but say I don't know, a layer one partners with I don't know, a token, a very generic example, integrating into the tech stack, actually supporting your partner not just from a social media standpoint, but actually on what they're doing. So for many of our partners, we offer free marketing, we offer AMAs, we offer newsletter distribution about them. Um, so it's kind of like I said, it's adding value both from a sort of financial standpoint, but also visibility, um, as well as from their product. Like support their product. If you have a partner that I'll check out Dimitri's AI agent, for example. If I see that we could potentially collaborate somehow, reach out and explain to him why we'd like to use their AI agent, how we could use it, what are the use cases, and yeah, so it's really hands-on support basically. You're both building in this industry. You're both building for hopefully the long run. We're not trying to rug anyone here, um, but yeah, basically just support them, add value.
And what do you think about what Dmitry told, like integrating some partnerships inside AI? Do you believe in that point of view? So they have a product, like interaction with AI. If that AI will somehow promote other projects, like is it something sustainable? Will it work, or it
Yeah,
just like?
so I think that's a very interesting point. Dimitri is definitely further ahead than I am with AI agents. We've obviously taken a look, we've explored, but we haven't built anything of our own yet. Um, I think it's still very early stages. It's like the App Store back in 2007, 2008, whenever it came out. You had those like beer applications where you do this and the beer goes. It's like pointless. There's a lot of pointless applications which are just very interesting at the moment. It's new, so everybody's interested, everyone's excited. um, in terms of partnerships being sort of managed and sustained by AI, I think that's definitely possible. I mean, I've seen so many crazy videos. I don't even know what to believe. I feel like my grandmother on Facebook sometimes. I'm like, is this legit or is this a scam? So I think the possibilities are endless. And when we used to even like, I remember 5 years ago when Social Labs was started. Um, we were thinking in years. We were thinking, okay, what's the goal for the next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Now I'm like thinking, is this business even going to exist in 1 quarter? Like we have some crazy AI agents out there who are, making marketing teams and agencies obsolete. Of course, there's always going to be a need for like a senior human who's able to manage this for at least for the time being. But I think perspective of time has really changed with AI. I mean, it's really put us on our toes. Like we're really always open and looking for new ideas, looking for new tech that makes our life easier, that makes our jobs easier, but also makes us still relevant. So if there's an AI system that is going to be automating partnerships and doing due diligence on it, then hell yeah, I'm all ears for that. But yeah, I think we'll see.
So you guys, I think, have a good idea like what to do within the next 6 months. And by the way, we have new all-time high. That's amazing. Like I see that people buying. We have more than 4,000 active viewers right now, and we have a new all-time high. You can earn more than 30% based on this moment. That's amazing. So I have also a question, like last question before we go further to community questions for Dmitry. So What will drive market dynamics in the next 6 months, in your opinion?
Well, do you mean like in general or basically in our sphere, in the AI sphere?
I think like in general, because it's definitely 2024 was a year with narrative of meme coins. Uh, Near the end of the year and maybe beginning of this year, it was narrative of AI agents. And now it looks like we don't have any narrative because memes are gone after scam with Trump, Melania, Libra, and so like similar coins. People don't trust meme coins anymore. AI agents also lost a lot based on that launches of these meme tokens, and like looks like people also want to see maybe some real implementation, like some real cases of AI, because all what like from what I saw in Twitter and the most AI agents, it's just coming soon website with some features that we will implement in the future, but nothing works today. Like you guys, a bit different project. I see that you already have opportunity to interact with AI agent. Maybe it's not fully like work as you want, but it's still working. So, like, what do you think, in your opinion, what will be our next, next narrative? Where should we invest? And also, yeah, of course, it's interesting to hear your take on AI agents.
Um, well, look, so maybe we come back a bit to like maybe 2023 or 2022. So that time during COVID pandemic, so it was popular something called metaverse, and it disappeared like in couple years completely. So even like premium Apple products like those glasses for metaverse is completely maybe not scam, but it's not popular anymore. So I mean that interesting how it's hard to predict what will work next. So from my point of view, it could be some kind of AI, maybe in more narrow sphere of AI that could be creative AIs like Sora, like Midjourney, like other stuff. Because for now, as we could see, the AI can't create something very unique. It's not about like creativity like people have. So next thing is machine learning. It's quite tough sphere, so we are working in it too. So it's not AI, it's a bit different, and it's really hard to develop this. I mean, basically, for example, for our project, that could be kind of a collecting of different experience, different historical knowledge of everything on different like situations, and using AI, building some plots for requests, for example. I guess like if it's clear what I mean. So basically, it's some higher level development. It's a bit more difficult, and very few people on market can do this basically. So I think as like technology,
Sorry.
yeah, as technology is growing, so we will see something in this sphere. So it will be AI, but not exactly what we have now, but some kind of more narrow stuff, you know. So what I think. Maybe it could be maybe
Mhm.
it could be games, but you know, it's vice versa. So what we are building is not like a classic game. It's like a maybe some mini game or something for now. Let's see. It's hard to predict, to be honest. Yeah, really.
Yeah, let's gamify narrative we had in
Yeah.
2021. Since then, it has changed significantly. So yeah, maybe 2025 we can see another gamified trend. So let's see. And yeah, like guys, I want to. We have how much? We have almost 5,000 active viewers right now. So I just want to remind you that please follow EasyMM, my Twitter, Rainy Twitter, and Perisappear Twitter, and we have a contest for the best questions. So now we go to this part. Let's answer your questions. So I picked up some questions. Also, we have a lot of in the chat right now. So let's start from what I selected, and then we can move further with online questions. So first of all, what are the most significant challenges faced when integrating AI agents with blockchain technology, and how is this being addressed in 2025? I believe, Dmitry, it's more to you because you are building AI agent. So please tell us more about it.
Well, basically, we discussed it a bit, but yeah, thank you for the question. So, if we are talking about blockchain integration, as I said, that could be limitations of the particular blockchain. So, some blockchains have like different maybe specifications which are not really clear sometimes. So, also the lack of documentation ready by the blockchain teams and lack of support for sure. Yeah, for example, like some blockchains which are usually called dead on market, not yet supported, not yet developed, so they could even like they could be incompatible with different outdated code. So that could be a really big challenge to do this. But more likely to solve this, like for everyone who will work on such projects, that could be like more precise and like more clear analysis of blockchain you will use, and to make sure that you will have support from community and blockchain developers. So yeah, just everything about analysis and research first.
And you mentioned some chains. So, like as I told before, we have like Solana and Base, which are actively investing in AI agents. And what's about other chains? So you, by the way, works on Polygon. It's also one of the oldest player. Even like it's one of the first L2 or maybe the first L2 on Ethereum. And what's about like other chains? For example, Sui, which is pretty hot. It was pretty hot in 2024. And I don't hear about any AI agents there. So what's your take on this?
So we haven't like worked with Sui yet, but yeah, basically what we see in Polygon now, for example, why we chose the net for now, it's not only like low gas fees, it's like good for the growing community, for early adopters, for early comers to our app. But also Polygon making a lot of activities now to grow the community. So yeah, they had some decline during last year, during like a couple last years. So, but now they are building a lot of different maybe competitions, different grant programs. So it's really amazing. So yeah, it's very helpful. So Sui could do the same because I guess it could be trending, but AI developers are not really maybe involved in it. So they should build more competitions, more grants or grant programs to attract more developers, more creators to their blockchain. But yeah, we are now like looking at it, so maybe we will work with Sui as well. Also, we are looking at other blockchains like Avalanche. But yeah, everywhere are some pros and cons. So yeah, it's not really easy to choose.
Okay. Yeah, like we have great numbers today. We reached 5,000. We have even more right now, and we reached all-time high on peer token. Like, let's do 1 million market cap today. We are still
Yeah.
early, guys. So, Reni, I have a question for you. Almost 80% of investors focus on the short-term price of tokens rather than understanding the project's real value. So we discussed it today. Can you explain the motivations and benefits for investors to hold tokens long term? And like, what do you do in your marketing campaign to highlight this?
Yeah, I think this is a very good question. It's convincing investors that they should be holding long term is challenging. I mean, man, I'll be lying if I wanna be if there was an option either quick short term gains versus long term gains, I'd probably take short term. And I think all investors are the same. It's like gambling. I mean, you just want those quick profits. You want that excitement. The only way to combat it is making the project genuinely interesting, having good use cases, sharing good insight, and also having a very, very strong roadmap. Otherwise, it's hard to get people just to buy and hold, unless it's like, Ethereum obviously have done well. The top 10 projects have done well with that. Bitcoin, of course, huge example there. You've got very long-term holders there, even though there technically isn't much utility. I mean, it's obviously it's a number one token. It's why we're all, I suppose, here. But yeah, I think this is one of the best questions I've heard, but it's also one that's there isn't a correct answer here. You just have to show that the project has utility, the community's there, and make it sustainable, and focus on longevity. Don't just make it a quick money in and out project. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting question even for me, because I also think about it and think about what you say. And I can say from my perspective, so I'm also invested in Bitcoin. I believe in Bitcoin, and like I don't know any other project. Like I made a lot of losses in different coins for now. So I don't believe in any projects except Bitcoin, because Bitcoin will be is index for all crypto. And we see that domination of Bitcoin is also only growing. So maybe some examples of good projects with long-term benefits for holders, like except Bitcoin, except like Solana, Ethereum, maybe some other projects that and you can share with us.
Yeah, first one that comes to mind is Cookie. I have a bias towards them. Obviously, it's a platform we've been using. I'm very good friends with their senior team. But I'm an angel investor. But reason I say Cookie Free is not just from my personal bias. It's because you take a look at their business model and how they operate. They've done really well. It's a product for retail users, it's a product for businesses, and more importantly, it's also a product for KOLs. If you're a KOL, you want to have a good relationship with Cookie Free. You want to have a good rating on Cookie Free. So of course, you're going to be doing a lot there. You're going to be proactive with a product like that. Dave, I mean, you look at the charts. I think it was plus 30% today, which is pretty impressive given the current market circumstances. But long term, I think it's going to be a project that's going to be more beneficial long term for sure, because of the use case and how it gives data and analytics to on-chain and off-chain data, both socials and token. So the more retail that come in, the more valuable it's going to be. So yeah, that's one project. I mean, there's a lot of different alts, to be honest, altcoins that have communities like that. I mean, I'm looking at my portfolio right now. I mean, there's a few AI projects actually that I think are going to be long-term holds. So there's Flocks, Arc, Ava. Ava's a good one actually. AIC. List goes on. Also, do your own research, guys. Don't take my word for it. My portfolio is not looking too good.
Yeah. Never believe everyone in crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
Like from my perspective, that coins that I also believe is WorldCoin, because I see what they do. I believe in regulations. I believe in transparency of blockchain, and they create infrastructure for like identifying every user in crypto. And like I have my personal beliefs that in the nearest like 2-3 years, they will play a key role for every project. So if you need really like real users, real community, you will go to them and buy their data because they have everything. Like they have all data
100%.
from many users. They have, I don't know, like 10 millions or 20 millions right now collected data of real users. So it's one of the biggest chain in terms of real, not just wallets, but real users with real wallets. And Dmitry, what's your take on this? So what, maybe you have some examples of what do you believe in crypto?
Well, it depends on more on bigger things now. So if we are speaking about like stable coins, for example, as you could see, not like a community or whatever, like growing or increasing their price on long term. So it's like more geopolitical, like economical decisions made somewhere, like causing like growth or decline of most famous coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other stuff. So I mean that community or crypto community can't really uh, influence anymore on these coins. So it's more like stocks, So it's a different game. Basically, what like I personally looking at is not like scam coins or shit coins or meme coins. More likely, it's like growing but stable blockchains. For example, as I said, Arbitrum, Avalanche, so Solana, like Sui and other stuff. So they're not really big to go outside our scope, and they're not really small to scam like in couple days or weeks. So that's my point. I guess this is maybe the good example could be like Bitcoin is like a, government corporation, government-related corporation, and for example, like Avalanche or Bitrum is like a private corporation, so like private business. So that's what I can see.
Mm-hmm. Like I thought you mentioned your token peer in the first place,
Yeah,
but you are too small for
we are
that.
too small, but yeah, we hope we will do this one day. But it could take years because it's not really that's like simple game that it was like 5 years ago, or like even 3 years ago.
Yeah, I hope it's like it's even better if it takes like years, not like rug pull in 2 days. So
Yeah, exactly.
okay, I have one more questions for you guys. What are the potential use cases for AI agents in decentralized finance? So, Reni, you mentioned some AI agents in DFI. Dmitry, maybe you also know something because you built. So, please, guys, tell us.
Yeah, I think, like I said, for me, just as somebody who's not too technical or too involved on the AI and AI agent side as an individual, I mean, we use it, I wouldn't say too much on DeFi. We use it for agency operations. So there's like automated outbound, automated CRM management. It's kind of streamlining business operations. I think Dmitry will definitely be able to give a lot more insight and interesting answer for the DeFi use cases specifically. But um, obviously, there is, the most basic and generic one, I suppose, that we've seen quite a few AI agents, trading bots, and AI agents launching their own tokens. But um, I think time will tell what the actual use cases that will be more sustainable. Is it just, I don't think AI agents are just another hype like RWAs and DeepIn was and Metaverse. I think this is genuinely tech that has the potential to change the way we live, work, make money, operate businesses. So yeah, that's my alpha there.
Mitty, you know more about DFI agents, so what kind of features you're also implementing, and what do you think is the most important ones?
Yeah, it's interesting, and I just were thinking about it like a couple days ago. So it's quite broad question to be honest, but thanks for it. It's like some discussion we'll have now. So um, let me formulate it better. So basically, if we are saying about like decentralized finance or whatever, more likely it will be portfolio management with AI. So what like a lot of guys do. So it's most popular stuff. So you will like have like crypto portfolio and AI agent will help to allocate it somewhere. So it's most common case. So what I personally love as a crypto security enthusiast as well is fraud and scam detection with AI in decentralized finance. So it's crazy cool. I mean that it's one of the most efficient usage of AI in DeFi. So it's next level of stuff. So you mean you know that it's kind of like very few players can do this. There's a lot of fraud and scam now, and if you can detect it efficiently, you will be just not only like a rich person or rich company, but you will be like extremely popular because I guess you heard guys like a couple days ago, like Bybit got scammed like a huge ton of money. So, and it's like they just did nothing to prevent this, and it's crazy. I mean, that's like the whole country budget. So, what the guys could do is to build some kind of tools which will allow to prevent such activity on like early stages. So to compare like unusual trading patterns, for example, unusual activity on your blockchain. So it could help a lot, but for sure that will take human resources, knowledge, machine learning, as I said before. Yeah, so it's crazy, but it's in my opinion, it's one of the most efficient usage of AI in DeFi. So yeah, that's my point.
That's interesting. Like security was the challenge for crypto
Yeah,
users from the beginning, and now I can only imagine what like hackers can use to scam users. By the way, we know about honeypot, some other rack schemes that like scammers use, but I believe we will see this year some new tactics, new techniques that they will use, and most people are not ready for that.
yeah.
Okay, now I believe we can do another AMA and discuss like this topic. So another questions. Another question. We're like already more than 1 hour live, so I think we can speed it up. So, can you share insights from Perry Escape roadmap? What upcoming features or enhancements are you most excited about, and how do they align with your long-term vision for the platform? And how do you prioritize projects on your development pipeline?
Hmm. Yeah. Well, basically, for now, like the most important stuff is to finalize our quest. So we still have something to do on it. So we need to finalize rewards distribution for quests. So when users like win this or lose this or like have some other result on this, so we need to um, give them something back as a prize. So that the first step, like it's early stage stuff, but as I said before, next big stage will be AI enhancements. So we'll work on real value for our users. So we'll um, implement some kind of API integrations for market analysis. So Perry will not only talk to users like with basic like textual format, but will give some kind of numbers. So for example, you can try to predict some kind of token price in the chat with Perry, and it will save your prediction. And if you are correct, it could give you some prize. Also, you could try to hack our Perry. So if you will build the communication that way, that it will give you some more benefits, some better price. So you will succeed and will be like on the top users of our AI agent. So it's also interesting. It's also kind of quests for prompt engineers for AI engineers that which like who could try their like skills with our agent as well. Yeah, and finally, we will try to collaborate with other projects, as we said. So we will try to build unique experiences, custom experiences with like whatever we want projects. So let's see how it will go and which vectors we will finally get and which plots we will get for our quests and for our interactions with our AI agent. So yeah, we're really excited to see and like what our creators team and what our like dev team will build finally.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Really, like I see that we have 6,270 viewers right now. So if they people join your quest, it would be a huge community around your project. So guys, don't forget to follow us. And I believe we have one more questions for today. So Luna the Seven asks, how do AI and blockchain collaborate in fintech innovations? Can AI agents autonomously execute blockchain transactions?
Dimitri, go for it. I think you can give a better answer.
Yeah, I'm thinking actually because I guess it's really close to previous one. So fintech, maybe maybe it's better to say DeFi, maybe, yeah. Not sure what like autonomously execute blockchain transaction means. More likely it's kind of transactions without confirmations or something like that, if I understood correctly. So I think yes. So we are trying this experience as well. So AI could do this, but you always should be sure that it's secure because for AI can't control everything. And for example, transactions could fail sometimes or could be inefficient on gas fees and other stuff. So I should say that it's possible to use this in fintech innovations, possible to use for analysis, for fraud detection, as I said before. But you should still have some experts to control this. Because if you implement such stuff in a big project and something will fail, you will lose all your money probably. So just it could be implemented, but just be careful.
Okay, be careful, guys. That's
Yeah.
that's the most important advice for today because security is a key. I believe our next topic will be about security in crypto, security of your assets regarding like recent events with Bybit and so on. So last chance to get the reward. Please be sure that you follow all official Twitters from our speakers and EasyMM, of course. And yeah, thank you guys. Like around 6.5 active viewers right now. That's amazing. That's our new record. Also, we see new record on the chart. So it's more than 40% growth of peer token during our streams. That's amazing. So thank you guys. Thank you, Dmitry. Thank you, Reni, for joining us today. Do you have any other, any advice for our listeners to close it up?
Yeah, actually, just
Right.
I would like to say thanks to everyone. So a great community, so very respectful, very like active. So thank everyone. So just as I said, be careful with crypto security, with scams and frauds, and you will succeed. So yeah, thank you.
And Reni, what can you tell to our
Yeah. Don't buy when you're don't buy using emotions. Do your own research, and thank you for everyone for joining as well. It's been a pleasure, and thank you, Daniil, for organizing this, and Dmitry, it was a pleasure to hear from
Thanks,
you as well.
guys.
Yeah, cheers,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Bye.
It was amazing. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.